Welcome to episode 9 of Northwynd, the Druid True First Life series. In this video, I'm going to be doing Thrall of the Necromancer, also known as Delera's Part 4. This is going to be one of those videos where when I go to edit it, I'm going to realize I'm a lot tireder than I thought I was. This is the end of my night for me, and I'm a little tired. But we're doing this video. It's the last, I think this is the last quest I'll need to get to 11. Yeah, it should be plenty XP. So yeah, one rank to 11. Let's see where things are. Take a look at the gear first. Got Wisdom 5 on the goggles, that's the same as before, and still got the Con 5 armor. The Bracers of Wind are still the level 7 version. I'll upgrade those to the level 11 version first thing next level. That'll be my top priority. And here, this is just, you know, I've been scouring the auction houses, pawn shops, everything, and I just haven't, there hasn't been a lot of interesting stuff. So Spell Resistance 18 is the only reason that's there. But you know what, Spell Resistance 18 at level 10 is actually pretty solid. So, what the hey. I'm really happy to have these striding 30% boots with feather falling on them. So finally got, you know, my striding 30s. Still got Mulb's Fist. This will be the last level that I wear this because I have a Glaciation and Ice Lore ring waiting for me at level 11 that I've been holding on to. This is a new ring from last level. It's got Wizardry 107 and Glaciation 63 on it. So since I have Wizardry 107 here, I didn't need the Pearl of Power 10. So now I'm using the Dusk Heart for the trinket, and that's because I've got improved False Life on there. The Dusk, the 10% mischance, doesn't stack with the Blur from the Bracers. And I know some of you are like, what? Separate mischance, blah, 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 blah. I don't really want to, like, broach that argument, but it's probably impossible to not. My understanding is that they do not work together. I know some people think that they do. We'll just leave it there for now. I guess we can draw this out in the comments if you want to. But this is just for the improved False Life. Still got the Fortification 75% on the belt. It's unbelievable how there's just been a dearth of fortification items up to this point. I've been looking for them. I've seen like 2 or 3 others. It's ridiculous. Cloak of Flame's the same. Again, top priority to get that to the level 11 version once I get to level 11. Evocation Focus 2 on the necklace. That's what that's about. Who cares about the recon since I'm a fleshy? Sheltering 9, Resistance 3, same helm as the last couple of videos. It's the same shield and the same keen silver vorpal scimitar. Let's look at enhancements. Still working on the human enhancement side. I got this Don't Count Me Out maxed out, and this is pretty cool. It extends your unconscious range by 20 hit points, so you know I can go to negative 30 before I die. But what I really like about this too is that you get 10 PRR when you're below 50% health. So it's really important, especially for me as the first lifer. I also picked up the defense boost here. I don't, you know, on Ginger Spice I have so many defenses already that I picked that up just because I got to pick up something there to work over the next point of. Actually, Ginger Spice is Deep Gnome now, but when she was a human, you know, I picked that up because I did have to spend that point just to get over here to the next ability score. But I will actually be using that on this toon. I'm hoping to try to solo the DQ raid, and you know, I'm gonna need every ounce of defensiveness that I can muster. So I'll be using that. There's nothing else new in this tree, although it's worth mentioning that. You know, I was looking at a video in the Ginger Spice TR guide when she was this level, and I mentioned in a video or two ago that that I would mention what Ginger's numbers were at this level. So when I went back and looked at a level 10 Ginger Spice video, Ginger Spice at this level had 317 hit points. I have 200. And she had 1,039 spell points. I have 689. And at level 11 is going to be a big boost because Ginger Spice would put on her green steel. She got spell point item, hit point item, so it'd be even a greater divide compared to this first lifer. But want to mention those numbers. But another thing, comparing to Ginger Spice, like I wouldn't, because I have the extra spell point pool, I wouldn't have picked up Efficient Meta Magic Maximize this early in Ginger Spice. And so that would have given me 6 more here, which would have put me only 1 point away from Greater Heroism, whereas right now I'm now 7 points away from Greater Heroism. So that's an important difference. You know, I'd like to get to the Greater Heroism sooner rather than later, but at the same point I'm so spell point starved that I do feel like I need the Efficient Meta Magic. Haven't really been using the Wolf, although I did use it in Von 2. Did Von 1 and 2. Normally, I would save those to Epic levels. Normally, my routine is anything that can be done on Epic, I save to Epic levels. Save that first time Bravery bonus for then. There's plenty enough XP available in Heroics that I don't have to do quests that can be done on Epic. But I wanted to do the Von 1 through 4, Vault of Night 1 through 4, because I thought, you know, maybe I could join a Pug Von 5, 6 once I get to Epic levels. Von 1, soloed it, no problem. It's fun. Von 2, man, it was rough. I know what you're thinking. Beholders got you, right? Nope. Took care of the Beholders, no problem. In fact, just like at the end fight of Caverns of Cormar, what I did, I just sent in the Wolf to run distraction. The Wolf gets the aggro, I walk in with a Call Lightning or 2, Beholder's done. No sweat. Those damn Thorac Hounds. Cyclonic Blast, Acid Blast, forget about it. I mean, they just smoked me. So, you know, I died once, was able to get back to the shrine, and then I died again in the maze. I had to recall out and re-enter. I had to take a re-entry. It was a humbling experience. But, you know, that's part of this true first life experience, is that feeling that noobishness, you know, lack of shit buffs. Oh man, it's a whole different experience. You know, when you got 5,000 past lives and all the twink gear and you got all the shit buffs compared to you got jack squat like I do, it's a different game. Totally different game, man. So, but yeah, other than that, I really haven't been using the Wolf. You know, pull some strength levers, stuff like that. All right, what next? Let's look at the quest progress. Oh, on the favor side, I got tier 2 House P, so I got my Pendant of Time. I love that thing because I can run around really fast in public zones. So, let's see, what have I done? So I said I did Von 1, did Strombolt's Mine, I did Western Threnal. The third part of Western Threnal is a level 10. And so I was able to solo that. It was really no problem. That's one that I'll do out of order. You know, I'm trying to focus on Elite 8 right now. But I wanted to finish up Western Threnal so I can, you know, you have to do Western and Eastern to be able to do the Southern. So I'll do this one out of order so that I can, you know, basically do the whole chain for Bravery bonus. So at 8 I do Western, and then at 9 I'll do Eastern and Southern, getting Bravery bonus for the whole chain. I want to get my Mantle, the World Shaper. You know, this is an essential piece of loot for every toon as far as I'm concerned. It's the Mantle, the World Shaper, and the Voice of the Master, which I'm about to get here. But we're talking about Threnal, so Mantle, the World Shaper, guaranteed in the end reward. If you're not familiar with that item, it has 5 charges of spell absorption. It's really good to have a collection of spell absorption items on your toon. You never know when shit's gonna hit the fan, and you know, you're the last person standing, and you're taking a lot of hits. You need to put on a spell absorption item so you don't get hit by too many spells, while you get a couple raises off or something like that. I mean, you just never know. Absorb Abbot Infernos, for example. Spell absorption items are good for that. You can block Beholder Anti-Magic with spell absorption items temporarily. So I think Mantle the World Shaper, I mean, I have it on every one of my toons. I would recommend you do the same. But even if you already have it, you still want to run Delera's and Threnel to get another Voice of the Master, Mantle the World Shaper, because you can use it to make your Master's Gift Colorless Augment. So you can slot that 5% XP bonus in there instead of having to switch to your voice at the end. It's really nice to be able to have that augment. And if you don't know what the heck a Master's Gift is or how to make it, you can look at my video. I have a video called How to Make a Master's Gift Augment. Also in the journal that I'm keeping of my experiences, I'm going to link to that in there as well. So yeah, Caverns of Cormar did that. I did just the first part of Zorian Cipher. I can't solo the actual quest, but I want to do the first part just because I needed a couple thousand XP to get to the next rank, and so I did that. Plus I got 9 favor just for that. Takes like 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, also going to show you, like, I haven't really been doing any wilderness stuff. I did Ataraxia, and I did Korthos. Sort this by level. And I spent some time in the sands, to farm all those undead rares chests. I didn't do the whole run, just did those undead chests, and really cashed in. That was a really, I got lucky, but everybody's gonna get some luck. I happened to get some luck early on, helped me out. That was pretty awesome. Nothing new to report on feats. It's on the skill side. I said I wasn't going to talk about them, but I put a point in UMD because you can't use it untrained. But with my lack, I'm not going to have enough skill points to put probably. And somebody's asked me about this today. I'm not going to be able to put anything in there. Forget about it. I'm not going to, with First Lifer, I'm not going to have any UMD. It's just going to have to be the way it is. By the time I get late epic levels, because of epic skills and stuff, maybe I'll be able to throw some like restoration scrolls or something, maybe raise dead scrolls with chance. But I'm not gonna get to no fail resurrection scrolls like I can on Ginger. So no feats to mention. Spells, I picked up Stone Skin. This is a spell I haven't used this since I was a noob. I used to love Stone Skin back in the day, but I haven't bothered with it in years. But it's a really good spell, and it's especially valuable on this true First Lifer. I lack a lot of the defensive stuff that like Ginger Spice, like a multi-lifer would have. Past lives, gear, buffs. So this gives me DR10/adamantine, which is virtually everything. Gonna protect me against virtually everything. And it wears off. It only takes it only absorbs so much damage, but I can just recast it. So Stone Skin's been really nice. Let's see. I picked up Flame Strike. I think maybe as a 4th level spell. If I'm spamming and I need to spam the fire spells, that's really the only time. I don't use it a lot. But it's also good to mention that you can use Flame Strike like you would a fireball to like blow up a door that can be broken down. I don't have a lot of strength, so I can't beat down a door. So if you're soloing and you run into a door that's like, you are not strong enough to break this down, you can throw a Flame Strike on it, and it'll blow it up. I think that's all I want to mention on spells. That's what the numbers look like. I got to level 39. In my crafting. I haven't crafted anything. Maybe I should look to see if there's something I could craft. Of course, I've been selling all my collectibles. But here's the thing. I've been deconstructing everything to get the essences so that I can sell them. Okay? So since I've made this toon, I've deconstructed 233 items. I got up to level 30, almost level 40. Pretty cool. Let's do the damn quest. I'm a little bit worried about the traps. But Spring's Resurgence for the win, hopefully. Some traps here, here, and here. Yep, still healing myself with the Cure Serious. Gotta love them. Gotta take out that caster first. Boom! 404. That's an error message. So, I've had to adjust my playstyle a little bit. You know, I don't have high defenses like I would on the multi-lifer. You know, normally I just stand inside my AoEs and I just swing my weapon and I'm good to go. But here, you know, I've got to turtle up sometimes. You know, when I get a big group like this, you know, it's okay. You know, it's kicking it old school. It's fun. Just adjust a little bit. It's okay. But here's the thing: like, if you're newer, I think I mentioned this in a video, like last video, or you know, one of the earlier videos. But you know, it's, I don't know, like when you get surrounded by mobs, like if you're newer, you sort of start to panic. And it's one of the things, like, this build is built to stand up against those mobs, not to panic and run away. You know, that's one of the things that I built for. You know, I don't want to run away from mobs. I'm tired of doing that. You know, I did that when I was a noob and did the firewall dance, you know, where you run around in circles and you jump around like a jackass and you kite the mobs through the firewall. Or, you know, I played the Shirati caster where I'm running backwards and pew-pewing. Like, I'm done with that playstyle. Like, if you want to play like that, it's fine. I'm just saying, that's not what this toon is. That's the quasi-tank part of it. So, like, even if you don't want to be a tank, I was just having this conversation with somebody else, you know, just yesterday about my build. You know, they were coming back and they were played this build before or something similar to it, and they were like, you know, they said they weren't really interested in tankiness, but you know, they didn't want to tank stuff, is what they say. They want to tank raid bosses. But here's the thing: like, even if you're not tanking raid bosses, you might still really appreciate, you know, depending on your, you know, skill level and stuff, and you know, the gear and past lives, you might still appreciate all that added defensiveness because it just helps keep you alive. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to run away from mobs when there's a big group. Like, you just stand there and, you know, go toe-to-toe with everything. Ooh, that was scary. You know, that trap, I think, just about gets me, like, damn near every life. Because what happens is, I get to it and I'm like, wait, isn't there a trap somewhere around here? And I stop, and I always stop like right in that frickin' trap. And probably the only reason I didn't do it this time is because I'm distracted by the video. And here's the thing, like when I'm doing these videos, I'm distracted. So I'm like, I say and do stupid shit all the time. You know, stuff that I wouldn't normally do in a quest. Because I'm trying to focus on too many things. I'm not a good multitasker. That priest, by priest. Just turtle up. Ooh, there's another priest. Gotta get him. hurdling up. Get that white priest back there. Let the firewall do its thing. Remember, firewall is your preferred AoE when there's undead, generally speaking. You can still use Ice Storm, even when it's mobs that are immune to cold, because Ice Storm does both bludgeoning and cold damage. And there's no save for Ice Storm, which is awesome. But there is a save for Firewall. But I guess there's like only a save for like the first tick or something like that. Oh, I also, I turned off Extend spell to save mana. My buffs are lasting 10 minutes now, and that's going to be good enough for most situations. If I need to turn it on situationally, that's fine. I can do that. Whenever I log in to Sarlona, I'm in a pretty big guild. There's always people on, so every time I log in, I'm like, hey everyone, guild chat. And I log in over here, I'm like, I'm all alone. I don't have any friends. I've gotten lots of guild invites, though. I'm actually considering just making my own guild, just so people don't keep inviting me. I've definitely gotten more guild invites here on this server, which I'm not revealing yet. Although I think by the time this video hits, it will have been revealed. And to give you an idea where I'm at, like in sort of real time, as opposed to fake time. I just posted the first episode today. Today's Thanksgiving Day, but this is going to be episode 9, and this is, this is going to be like 3 weeks further. So I'm pretty far ahead right now. But definitely more guild invites here compared to when I was on Delana. I found Delana's to be pretty slow. I haven't really been looking at the LFMs though, but I think this server is busier. But I'm not going to reveal what server I'm on until somebody finds me, until somebody like here sends me a tell, like, I found you, haha. Like, yep, nobody's found me yet. Another thing I picked up to save on mana is some wands of resist energy 11th level, and I can't cast them yet, but I will next level. And when I need to cast resist energy, I could do it from the wand instead, saving a little bit of mana. Got those off the auction house. Just the third lover, the other two will spawn traps. So, not really using the wolf anymore, also not really using summons anymore. Unless I need a distraction or something. Remember, casters first. You know that. level 11 is you know, when you're a multi-lifer, is just one of the most gratifying levels because you get your green steel. You know, there's just few things in the game more gratifying than putting on your green steel. And I'm not going to have that. You know, it's a little bit sad, a little sad to get, you know, get into 11 because of that. But I do have some gear waiting for me. Actually, I've been setting aside. You know, I talked about how I setting gear aside. So I have quite a few things. Got some level. You know, I got this glaciation ice lore ring that I'm pretty excited about. It's freaking perfect. I still have maximize turned off for firewall and ice storm. You can see I don't need it, right? I mean, if I was on Ginger Spice, hell, I have the mana to do it. On this toon, nope. But you know, it's tearing them up. Tearing them up. That's what's important. Gate's time, so mine will break stuff. Maybe something useful will come out of it. Or not. Open, open, open. I'm getting low on mana, and you know, one of the things I said in the beginning of the series is how, like, you know, I was looking forward to this a lot more. I feel like it was going to be an easier experience, a better experience than the last time I did a True First Life project, which was the Favorite Soul Evoker, which I said that was the wrong class to try to do the True First Life on. A couple of the important differences: one, you know, early on, you know, I was so weak, just like this toon, I was really weak. But in this toon, I had my summons and my wolf to help me out for those first few levels. And so I didn't have that on the Favorite Soul. And so with the way that I built it, you know, it was just so weak in the beginning, it was really painful. But then another important difference is the Favorite Soul has no SLAs. The only class in the game not to have SLAs. So I'm hoping, you know, when the Favorite Soul enhancement patch finally comes, that they're going to add some SLAs to there. So like when I was doing that project, when I ran out of mana, I had nothing. Okay? Druid runs out of mana, shoot, you could take out an army still. You know, as long as you're patient. You know, with the Echoes of Power, you know, you just keep getting mana back. You just keep throwing your SLAs. Good to go. Like I said, I mean, it'd take a while. You gotta be patient, but you have that as an option. Whereas I had nothing. Like, run out of mana on Maleficent. That was my True First Life Evoker toon from the other series. Couldn't do anything. I understand that you can build evokers differently. You can build them more for melee. I'm just saying the way I built it. When I ran out of mana, forget it. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I thought this one was worth like 20 grand. I thought it was going to be enough to get me to level 11. That sucks. Well, thanks for watching. If you have questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond to my build post in the Druid forums. And if you're on Sarlona, you're welcome to send me a tell.